Welcome in the 8th tutorial. I'm Devil, and in this tutorial we want to draw tables using HTML and CSS. So a table, it's made up of rows and columns. So in HTML we use the row because each row will carry all the columns in the table. So the first step you do, tables goes into table tag. So I open and close. You specify the number of rows that you may require. In my case, I need 8 rows, the header row, and the rows for the number of days in a week, which are 7. Okay, so rows in HTML are placed in tr tags. So tr defines the table rows. Now I have my 8 rows, these ones. I want to make something like a study timetable. So the headers or the head data are placed in th tags. So th tag defines the table heads data inside the cells. So the th. So here I will say that it is the day stroke time. I need another th for time intervals. It's a period of 1 hour. So do the same and include some break. In the second row, I will need 1 th for Monday and try to copy Monday in every row up to Sunday. Yeah, like that. So you will see this is the first row with the header data, the th. By default they are in bold and the font size is large, like in heading 1. So that's the work of th. Then for example in Monday 7 to 8 I need to study a subject like let me say math. Start that you insert with to td. So td defines table data. So that here I need to study math. So make sure you save and refresh. So you will see math is being placed into the interval of 7 to 8 and they are going horizontal way. So you can continue giving the assigning each time it is a specific subject, and break will remain blank. So what we need how many tr? 1, 2, 3. So I need 3 td. Let me save and refresh. So I don't want Kiswahili to be under break. I will create a blank td here to treat it. It is existing but it has no any element, and here maybe I need to learn cr and save. So if I refresh, you will see break is blank and cr has gone to the last interval. So try to do the same criteria for the rest of the rows and come up with something like this up to, let me believe, up to Sunday. So let me save and try to refresh and see how it will look like. Yeah, so you'll see how it is very fine. So the break is blanked and every interval has its own subject, and this represents the number of days and this is the time. So all those that are in bold are in th, and those ones that are in normal fonts are in td. td defines table data and th defines the table heads. Now if you want to draw the borders, now we can go to CSS, but we'll explain better in the CSS tutorial. So I have my CSS here. Draw the borders, you just include the elements in the table. So the first one is the table. We have rows, we have data cells and the head cells, the th. So all of them you group them and the curly braces for the block of codes. Then the first attribute is border. I will use the shorthand. To understand more about this, go to my CSS tutorials, you will understand. I maybe say red. So 2 pixel is the width of the border, solid is the nature of the border to be continuous, and the red is the color property. So let me save. If I will refresh, you will see the table has already drawn. Yeah, so there is another attribute we call border collapse. And the value is collapse. So it removes the cells border spacing of the padding. If I save, this is how it looks like. I want to remove these borders that are blank. So back in my HTML, you include the row span. So we have the column span and the row span. So here I will add the row span. So it will span all the rows in the table. From the day up to Saturday, there are 8. So if I save and refresh, I want to add more attributes. Add background color, say gray. Save and refresh. So the background color of my table is there. Let me use one CSS selector, but under CSS selectors are in my CSS pseudo classes. So I need my rows, the nth child, and it must work in odd or even. You can do it or even, so that the background color it can be like green. So 0 F 0 0. So it's the work of. So you see the odd starts from the odd row or the odd column, then it skips the even ones, so it goes with the odd one. I want to add the last attribute before we go to the next tutorial. It will be hover effects, like the TR on hover. The background color, the yellow will be FF F123. The text of the color will be white, plus the font size 20 pixel. So whenever I hover, the text changes to white, background color changes to yellow, and also the size of the text enlarges. That's how powerful CSS is. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial. Stay tuned, and remember the words of the wise, that education is what remains in the mind after you have forgotten all that you learned in school.
Well, you only need the light when it's burning low, only miss the sun when it starts to snow.